Welcome back to the Desmond Haynes Oval for the third match of day 2. The England Lions taking on India. Aaron Watson, the opening bowler, and I'm joined in the commentary box by Alex Valentine from Australia Gold. And Alex, there was a close game there for you guys. Almost got over the line.
We did, yeah. Just went down in a tight one. Very hot out there, but a very strong Barbados local team just snuck it over us. But good first game of the tournament there for us. Got a few positives to take from it.
Yeah, so Watson is left arm over and gets the ball to swing back to the right-handers, and we saw Nick Murphy yesterday being effective with that approach, didn't we, Alex?
He certainly did. He had a good first over, and then he really honed in his back end. That's where he got that four for including the amazing hat trick we've seen going around on social media.
And now there's a big moment here. I thought it was going to be Manoj to bowl. Lots of people back home will be watching. All the Lashing supporters back home will be hoping to see Manoj into the attack soon. I think this is Karvan. So what's the time in Australia now, Alex?
It's about 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
at the moment.
Did you have many people watching your game?
Well, I got a golden duck, Wayne, so hopefully not for my sake. But I'll try and do better for the fans on day 2. But yeah, probably a few die-hard LMS supporters. I was up watching it for sure.
You looked in the zone last night, so I'm surprised to hear that you got a duck.
It's true. I think we spoke about the bowling first element and how it really took it out of everybody in the field. Incredibly hot out there.
So good start from Karvan Trivedi, and they've got the cover fielder up, so good captaincy. And Manoj has played this game a bit. I think he's only played about 800 games of Last Man Standing, so he's seen it all, Alex.
He certainly has. Knows all the ins and outs.
And he's in the game again.
He is.
It's the second team that's got 2 left arm seamers. I think the Australian Green also had 2 left arm seamers.
Open bowling for sure.
Especially when they can swing the ball back into the pads with this breeze. There's LBWs and bowls come into the equation, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Out off the pitch. That's a really smart position for Manoj there as well, in that short cover. We saw that being used well in game 1 this morning as well.
Yeah, because you cramping the batsman for room, because you've got to hit it extremely well against the swing and the wind to get it through there. So you feel a bit cramped, and it's the type of field and place that can force a batsman to try something stupid and maybe get the guy trapped in front. So I think they're aiming for an LBW here. Well bowled. This is a good start here from the England Lions.
Their first game of the tournament too. Wayne, after a bye yesterday.
I think they were on a catamaran.
Yes. Enjoying this Caribbean.
Well, the other teams were slugging it out hard after a successful opening ceremony. They were watching the game on their phones from a catamaran. I don't know exactly where it was, but it sounds like they had a good trip.
It must be very nice. We'll see if that pays dividends for them today at the end of this game.
One thing I'd say, you can see they've started quite freshly, but they they haven't had a day of cricket under their belt yet like a lot of the other teams.
Definitely.
I know by day 2 it starts getting a bit tougher.
India coming off their opening loss yesterday as well to Australia Green.
Yeah, that Nick Murphy spell just blew them away.
Indeed.
And they've now got 2 more left arm seamers, so just when they thought they got away from 2 left arm seamers that swing the ball back into the pads, they've got 2 more in the form of Aaron Watson and Trivedi. And it's gone fine. Bigly Neslin, well placed. Lee just bowled in that one, just loosening up for his spell later on.
A bit of steep bounce there. There is the odd part of the pitch that has that.
How did you find the wicket? Oh, sorry,
Only-
asking the wrong question.
only
So, oh,
played
wrong
one ball.
person. Sorry. I didn't do it on purpose. It was a
Looks like
genuine
an absolute
mistake.
minefield to me out there, Wayne.
I think it's swinging too much.
That breeze coming across on a diagonal. Certainly helping these left arm seamers though.
I think the key, I think, for the batsman is to try and get that left leg out the way. Yeah, easier said than done because it's swinging quite late as well. Watson just losing his run up there. So Alex, in between this innings, we just thought we would get you to talk about the Gold Coast, our host destination for the next World Champs.
Yeah, it certainly is. God's country.
The beautifully placed there by, is that Kadir?
Kadir.
You're struggling at 1 of 5 and you'll feel good after that one. Yeah, so tell us about the Gold Coast. You now live in there.
I am definitely. It's some of the best coastline in the world, Wayne, and matching the Caribbean, I would suggest, in some ways. So it's certainly a picturesque destination, and very excited to be having the LMS Worlds coming there in December.
Let's heave the way in the gap. This could be 6. 1 bounce 4. So back-to-back boundaries.
Aaron Watson dragged that one down a little bit. End on leg. Kadir, no issue, pulling that one away.
Yeah, so I think what worked well in the first over, but he was just a bit short on these 2 deliveries. I think that's the key. If you're going to get the fielder up on the offside, you've got to be bowling full. If you're going to be bowling back of a length, then maybe your cover needs to go back to, I think Manoj is dropping back now. A great first over from Aaron Watson, and just losing his shape a bit in this over, and we've seen a lot of bowlers doing this throughout the tournament.
Definitely.
I think we always got to remind folks that you're all watching over 40s World Cup, so there can be a bit of stiffness that comes into it, and also a lot of festivities off the field that might play a bit of a factor.
That's true. Most teams have been keeping well hydrated.
Talking about things like water skiing and things like that.
Yes. There is that breeze coming across, which helps sitting here in the combox, but it is very hot out there, very hot and hard ground. So certainly a slog in the field, and particularly for some of these England players maybe who haven't played in such heat before.
Yeah. So Carvin to continue. He was good in his first over, Alex.
He was. Just the 4 runs went for.
They've kept Manoj up now. Are they going to stick with that tactic? I think it might be time to drop him back. Let's see. Can they get Manoj into the game? It's short cover. Yeah, oh, there it goes. There it goes. Footwork.
Wow.
Manoj is in the game.
Huge puff of dust off the deck there. Is that ball pushed through it?
All the good playmakers have number 10 on their back. Manoj has got the number 10. Hold on! So good pressure there, keeping Manoj up. I wasn't sure that was the right play, but it's definitely proved out to be a wicket-taking move there. Alex building the pressure. No single, and the batsman felt like he had to do something different. So really good from England there.
Left arm seamers doing it again against India today.
Oh, India players now will have a few worries there about repeating what happened yesterday.
He will. That was a great ball though. Threw it up there, used that swing. Got top of middle.
I think credit goes to the fielder there and the captaincy of Manoj.
Yes.
The ball before, swooping across and getting his left or right heel to it.
Definitely. Kept Kadir on strike, built that pressure. Ended up with 10 off 11.
So England have started well, yeah. I think both teams will be fairly happy at that start. Just that wicket perhaps puts England the happier of the two teams at this early stage.
Abhishek Sharma, the new batsman for India. That's how he goes with his left arm seam.
Ooh.
Wide first up helps.
Cleverly played, there should be two. Waits for it and just dinks it down to third man. So Alex, what's your first time to Barbados?
Definitely is.
And so far you and the team enjoying it?
Yes, focusing on performance obviously, but certainly trying to enjoy some of the local cultures and environment as well. Beautiful part of the world, coastline, culture, plenty of energy. So great location for these kind of LMS events.
And watch Carvin continue. There should be possibly two more. Good slab in it, easy two. Well fielded out there. Not easy out there. These outfields are quite dry, aren't they, Alex?
Dry, a little bit bumpy.
Yeah.
You just got to try and get your body behind it and hopefully minimise the damage to your arms when you dive. Certainly a bit of missing bark out there from a few players.
It's definitely the case. I've got a bruised elbow and all over. I'm not too sure that I'll be diving for anything out there today when I field.
Keepers in, keepers in, keepers in.
Yeah, and Alex, coming back to the World Champs, for those international teams watching, what would you suggest in terms of the things to do in Gold Coast off the field? You know, what could the teams look forward to?
I think it's a huge range of everything, depending on what you're looking for, Wayne. So you've obviously got the beach life. There's all the rainforests, waterfalls, amazing things available, and obviously a huge range of nightlife as well, bars, restaurants, cafes. So and for those players that might want to look to bring their families out, they've got all the theme parks, all the movie worlds, and everything. So it's a huge opportunity for teams to not only just come out themselves, but possibly bring family and support squads.
Well, for the England viewers back home, you'll be familiar with the show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Yes.
I don't think you would actually get that in Australia, even though it's been said. Would you get? Do you get the footage of that? Or
yeah, definitely we have a version of that for sure. Yep.
But it's been held in. That's held in the Gold Coast, isn't it? Well, the England version is.
Yep.
So, I think it's normally a similar time of the year as well.
It is. It'll be perfect that December. It's the start of summer. Beautiful beach weather. Beautiful weather for cricket. There's some amazing cricket fields on the Gold Coast across all the clubs. There's a huge amount of cricket clubs there, and they all have great facilities, and yeah, it'll be a great opportunity to see how everyone goes.
And are you thinking of getting involved in a team in that?
Definitely, the Mighty Goffs. We will certainly be looking at entering a team, and we'll see how we go. It'd be great to be able to take on try and take on the world's best on home soil.
So we announced the player eligibility rule. So every team would have to have played at least 5 games of last man stands this year, and every player in that team has to have played at least 3 games or 10 career games for that team. So I think that will help. As we see that one pushed out into the covers. Well played there by Benit. It's a good cricket stroke that.
Certainly was. Very good. That's what we found. It's hard to hit boundaries long and straight here. So some of the teams we're talking about is
definitely
push that proper cricket shots and take the twos when they're there.
And that's what I love about coming to Barbados. All the grounds are different. Empire, completely different. Smaller ground, compact. The bars right on you. Great atmosphere there. And it's more of a 4 and 6 hitting ground.
Good. So that's next 2 days.
Yeah, next day Empire. Yeah. So this one, I think the running between the wickets, paramount here, where at Empire, you still got to run the twos hard, but there's less of a need. If you've got some big hitters in your in your team, you keep the organisers looking for new balls. We lose a lot of balls, and hope the families and that are all safe. Often I get worried with the ball's been hit that goes into houses.
Definitely.
But yeah, you'll really enjoy Empire. Club with immense history. They produced multiple West Indian players, over 100 years of history, and always love going back there.
And that's the beauty of these clubs around Barbados. They all have so much history. The grounds all have unique character.
Yeah. So Blake van der Linde is about to get his tournament underway. I think he's Stuart Anderson's maybe giving him one of his headbands. Not sure about that look from Blake, but
Very questionable.
very questionable look, but whatever tickles his fancy.
He was talking up his bowling prowess last night. Let's see if he can back it up.
Blake into the attack. It's pushed around and Lee Nestlin does well. Keeps it down just to 2. So Blake just a bit straight on his first run. So Blake is a great, I should call him an ambassador of Last Man Stands. He's played for years and he's going to be playing in the main World Cup in Kenya alongside, well not alongside, but against Nick Murphy. So 2 vets, 2 Masters players going to be, and they get a gully in, Blake. That's a great delivery and a little bit of bounce there, and Stuart Broad would have been happy with that one there, Alex.
Definitely would. A little bit of extra bounce, took that outside edge. Does he bring in a gully or 2?
Well, Stuart Broad would definitely. Stuart Broad would have 2 slips in the gully, yeah?
Definitely to David Warner, that's for sure. So it really is a huge year of LMS World Events though, Wayne, that you've got on. That main World Cup in June in Kenya.
Oh yes, that's going to be fantastic. Rob Stevenson's working very hard there on that event. So good from both the bowler and batsman there. Good battle up there.
It's evenly poised at this point.
I think this is very evenly poised. It's not the type of pitch that you can race to 50 or 5 overs too easily, Alex. You're going to have to work hard for your runs, yeah.
Definitely, you've got to build it in. We've seen that from a few batsmen even yesterday that did get 50s. They weren't off 20 balls. They slowly built. And
Yeah.
once they got their iron, they could start going large late. Ooh, that one stayed low. Have the England teams been split fairly evenly in terms of talent, or is this the stronger team, do you think? Or?
I think that the theory was to split them evenly. Both teams have got some great players. And it's early days, but I think this team seems to have quite a few bowling options covered. So I think it comes into, you'll probably know it for the Australian side. It's probably how to actually flip that question. Do you think that the 2 Australian sides are evenly matched? Because you're in the gold and then there's the green.
Certainly. Well, I think if I'm in gold, it must be the weaker team. But no, we've got a great squad. But the green boys had a great win yesterday. So hopefully, fairly evenly spread. I know your bowling options, both teams, and kind of bat right down the order. So
I think you've been a bit harsh on yourself there, bud.
that's right.
Team man, a good team man, goes a long way. Saw you guy buying everyone a free drink last night. So those type of things, you've earned your spot in the side.
Oh, thank you. Got to do what I can, but. No, I'd love to see obviously two Australian teams in the final, Wayne, which I'm sure not many others would, but the Australian fans just waking up.
And the new bowler is Shamil Sheikh, and Shamil is just taken over running Last Man Stands in Essex.
Okay.
He's just starting, so Steve Hayes is very much looking forward to working with Shamil. Shamil starts with the dot.
Has Shamil played much LMS previously?
Yeah, he's played quite a lot. Yeah, played quite a lot of Last Man Stands, and he's got a big network of cricketers and mates out there. He said he's already picked up a few new teams in Essex. So for those of you watching the game from the East London area or from Essex, the man bowling is the man to speak to if you'd like to get involved in a game. That's airborne. That's we're gonna have to. Blake's
Oh.
coming. Jesus.
Oh,
That's almost.
That's almost killed Wayne
That's
and I
left
in
the
the
cherry
box
mark.
here.
That's almost.
That almost killed me. There's a cherry mark right in front of me here on the commentary table, Wayne. Sorry for diving for cover in your direction. The laptops went flying.
We're
but,
lucky that we haven't lost a laptop. That is literally. It's left a cherry right on our table here.
It has.
But you did well there, buddy.
I just thought I'd move slightly to my left, Wayne.
Yeah.
Avoid that one taking me out.
Good reflexes, Alex. That's a huge hit.
One of the first sixes I've seen straight at this ground the last couple of days.
Oh,
There's been too many.
Yeah. Oh, that was. I think it might have been a stumping chance there. That should be out. Oh, is that it? Caught and bowled. Great work there from the man from Essex, Shamil. He didn't leave it to the keeper. He said, my bowling. That's the way you got to do it of your own bowling. I thought that was maybe the keeper's
I thought
catch.
well, the keeper was closest, but he sent him away, didn't he? He wanted the double stat there,
Yeah.
so great awareness from Shamil. India Masters now 241.
So good comeback after being hit for 6.
It's 7 overs gone, Wayne. 2 for 41 India Masters, so depends how they build from here, but they might be slightly behind par. What have you seen across the last 2 days? 140, 160 kind of par?
I think it's all about bowling attacks. You know, I think if you've got a good bowling attack and you've got 135 on the board, you still got a chance. You know, so it looks like it's playing a bit better actually than yesterday. So I do think you're probably right there. 145 is par today, maybe 150. But I don't think you're out the game if you only get 125, 130. You have to bowl well.
Oh well.
It's not the type of wicket where you're going to see guys consistently clearing the ropes. You see the odd one clear, but you haven't seen any batsman consistently, and that's because there is a bit of variability in the wicket. So you know, when you do try and go the long route, there's the opportunity of obviously not quite timing and holding out or getting bowled, because the odd one does keep a bit low.
For sure. We've actually spoken about a few of the teams, the benefit of batting first, so then you know what score you've set, and then you can bowl accordingly from there.
Yeah, the same argument also can be when you're in the run chase. You sort of know what sort of game to play. Do you have to? So I think it's a good talking point, and I think it always is going to come down to execution on both sides. But yeah, runs on the board when you've got a good score. I'd put it this way: I'd rather have 145 on the board than chase 145.
No, for sure. And I think the fitness, possibly in this age group as well, in terms of having that 20 overs in the field of heat and then leading to bad batting decision making, is what I'm hearing from a few of the boys.
Oh, that's an interesting intake. I'm just making notes on that. Thank you.
Yes. I mean, it's obviously what affected me earlier. Ran too far in the field.
Was that your own personal assist? Oh, that's a great shot there from the net. Beautiful hands.
That's well played.
That's
All
an
the way.
elegant shot there.
All the way along the carpet.
Possibly time for Manoj to go back onto the boundary, but this is where the great thing about last man stands is that there's no right or wrong answer. Sometimes you keep the fielder in and it pays off, and then so it's like any game of cricket. If the batsman's good enough to execute, then you have to. And they have pushed the fielder back there. So it's great batting from Vanette, which now it means he's got an easy one on the offside, and he takes that.
He's been there since the start, Vanette. Moves on to 21 off 18.
He's well organised, isn't he? He's got a good technique.
Yeah. You got a feeling he's going to start to go from here. Push towards that 50. Blake van der Linde's second over. None for 15.
So the makeup of the Indian team is a good little glimpse into how the LMS actually works all over the world. There's 2 players from India, 2 from England, 4 from Australia that never actually knew each other before this tournament.
Yep.
And now they're going to be mates for life. And
That's the beauty of the format, isn't it?
Yeah.
A huge part of it. Good start to Shamil's second over there. Single out to mid-wicket.
Oh, clever from the batsman. Good thinking there. Would have been 2 if he got bad on it, but well bowled as well. So good battle, Archer. Really good battle, Alex.
Certainly is. Be interesting to see how England team bat on here. England Lions, having not had a bat yet in the innings.
This is good bowling. Yeah, you could see what Vanit's trying to do. And Shamil just being a bit straight on that delivery. That shot probably wasn't on it like it was the previous delivery, Alex, but Shamil building some pressure here.
Crafty bowling.
And that's great hands. What a shot that is.
That's going to run. That's straight through. Pick the gap all the way along the
Beautifully
carpet.
caressed. So 2 dot balls and Vanit didn't panic. Comes down the wicket. Almost looked like he was lazy playing that. Just beautiful, just beautiful hands.
There's a lesson in that for everyone else trying to bat on these kind of decks too, I think, Wayne. Just wait for that ball and just push it all the way along the carpet. That was a good shot.
And now he's pushed. This could be 2 more. He knows it's 2. Vanit. Great cricket from Vanit. Really good cricket that. From the man from Noida. I'm sure his family back home are watching.
9 overs down. India Masters 2 for 56. Final over at this end.
Vanit was actually saying he wants to send his team to the World Champs. Speaking to him the other morning at the Cake Lady coffee shop, and he was saying that he's desperate to get a team out there, so he's going to look at the ways to get the team qualified and hopefully get a team from Noida, which is, I don't know how well you know, but it's part of the Delhi NCR.
Yes.
Only about 180 million people that live in that area.
They should be able to find a decent 10.
Yeah.
And a fairly manageable flight from India across to Australia too, compared to some other parts
Exactly,
of the world.
yeah, that's right.
You'd love to see a few Indian teams coming down.
Yeah.
They're always competitive.
So the new man is Simon de San Miguel. He's actually qualified to play for Australia and England. He's chosen to play for England, which is his adopted country.
Lovely, lovely.
He's played 540 games of last man stands. He batted 540 times. He's probably played a few more than that. 21,000 runs at an average of 80. Strike rate of 177. More known for his batting than his bowling though. But he's bowled a lot of overs still. 990 overs.
I did have a good chat to Simon last night. He was very quick to pull out his Australian driver's licence when there was a box of Australian pizzas available, and he claimed a few slices based on residency. So I was,
Okay.
smart thinking.
Well, that's good insight from Alex. So actually, what you're saying that he's actually still actually wishes he could be wearing the green or the gold.
Yeah, definitely. It was good that he had a backup country to play for, though.
And did he get any pizza in there?
He did. He ended up going 8 or 9 slices, and they were quite big pizzas too. So he was putting it away, the big fella.
And I saw Ed Ard also. He got involved with from the rest of the world team. He was also fancying the pizzas in between a few rum punches.
Yeah, definitely. They were large. I mean, extra large pizza in the Caribbean is obviously a lot bigger than other parts of the world. It sounds from what the size of those boxes that arrived.
I would actually a special shout out to the men from the rum shop. I think he actually went and fetched all the pizzas for the guys.
Certainly did. A good man. He ordered them for us, went and picked them up and delivered them, which meant we didn't have to leave the table. We could keep enjoying the environment.
And Benitz pushed this one into the gap, working the fielder. So Benitz, he's the perfect man in these conditions. He knows his game. He's got a good method, good technique, and a good temperament. And that's what you need on this wicket. Tomorrow at Empire, smaller ground. I think it'll be a fast track, so we're going to see, I think, a few more of the big hitters come into play.
And as we expected, he's been building his innings nicely. He was only 17 off 18 earlier. Now he's 36 off 26. So looking to accelerate as he pushes towards that 50 to anchor this Indian innings. It's the halfway mark, 2 for 67. Anyway, so a good launch pad to hopefully push towards that 150 par score.
I think that's a very good first 10 for India. I think it's evenly poised, but I think that they possibly batting from the tougher end. It's hard to say, but I do feel that the scores from the other end hitting the other direction have possibly been a bit bigger, but it's just who's to come. So I think if you double the score, 145, they'd be happy with that, India.
Sure, and I think that's this end we're hitting into the wind, but the lefties have the opportunity just to hit towards the clubhouse end there and go with the wind. So that's where those big scores have been coming in.
So not quite a bit more than double it, but I think they'll be looking for about 75 to 80 from these last 10, and with wickets in hand, that's doable. But they did say, as long as you don't blow yourself out the water, get 130, and if you bowl well.
Anything's possible. We got Shamil on for his third over. 1 for 14 so far of his first 2.
So we just had a gust of wind in the commentary box, and it's caused a mini flood. Yeah, the water bottles going everywhere. Sorry about that, Alex.
Once again, the laptops have been saved though, just like the missile bullet ball that came towards us earlier.
So we're coming under fire here, but we managed to escape on both occasions. Just opens the face. Good batting here from India. They're playing within themselves. They've hardly played any shots in anger here, and they're up to 70. So it just shows that good cricket can still prevail. It's not all about slogging. Oh, well bowled there from Shamil. Turn and bounce.
That was a huge amount of bounce. That's one over the shoulder for the over, you'd think, even from the off spinner. That one's certainly, ripped and steep bounce.
Just the one. They're making them throw it in, yeah. Clever from Shamil.
Very nicely played.
And Lee Neslin well on to that, keeping it down just to 1. Came off the boundary hard. It's a good awareness there from the seasoned veteran from Barbados. He's got timeshare out here, I think. Yeah, he comes out here every February, books a trip before any tournament's announced, and then we organise the tournament around his dates.
Colcarney just building his innings nicely here now, mate. Very similar to how Vinit started, 9 off 9. Getting used to this pitch. Hopefully he can push on after that.
So Alex, you played in last man stands in a lot of cities in Australia, is that right?
Yes, I do travel quite a way across the east coast week to week to play multiple games. So often playing in the South Gold Coast comp there up at Tweed, Port Macquarie on the mid-north coast, another glorious region there, and then down the national capital. So it's a fair bit of travel, and the cricket kit bag has taken a little bit of punishing on some of the planes, that's for sure. But no, it's great. That's the beauty of this format. You can just turn up and play anywhere.
And to see Blake van der Linde back into attack, he's got rid of the Stuart Broad headband. I think that's a smart decision.
Might have been a suggestion from his partner watching along on the sidelines.
I don't think she's too happy with that look, was she?
Certainly didn't look it.
No, that's much better. Much better. That's the old Blake we know.
That's the right length, I think. Corridor of uncertainty. Are you going forward? You're staying back. Colcarney couldn't get bat on ball.
Well, good work from Lomas behind the stumps. Not compound in the air. Just the one. Not the end of the world. Blake needs a good comeback here. Oh, just getting too straight.
That's a killer. That's 4 wides.
It's not. A lot of the seamers have actually struggled in this tournament. I've noticed that. I don't know how Nick Murphy will go today, but besides him, a lot of bowlers have actually, with the seam, they've been struggling with a few wides.
Control it for sure. And that has been the difference in some of these games.
Yeah.
So wides and byes, particularly that second wide per over for 3, or in that case a 4 wides.
Yeah. Just releases the pressure.
It's easy bonus runs, but I think even Nick Murphy yesterday with that magical spell. So he had 3 wides in his first 8 or 9 balls.
Did he? So it just shows it's not easy. It's not easy out there. So Alex, it might be some, as we watch in between deliveries, just want to talk. Well, this guy's heaved out. Manoj comes around, he doesn't miss those. Maybe just talk through your last man stands journey, how you started in last man stands and where you are now. For those of you watching, Alex has been involved in last man stands for a while, and different players get involved and they've got a different journey. So maybe you can talk us through your journey in between deliveries here.
Nice little edge. It's going to run away for 4. It looks like it will. That's a nice bonus, that. So Colcarney lifting now. That's 16 off 13. Very similar to Vinit's innings. He's starting to accelerate once he gets a few balls under the belt. And I think that's been the story of the day. But in terms of my journey, Wayne, like many people, I played club cricket over a long time, and then decided to pack that in with the training twice a week and the long days and weekends in the field. So came across the LMS format first in the Canberra LMS Canberra competition down there. We established the Goffs, of course, one of the best social media brands in world LMS. And from there, just played more and more games locally, regionally, and then up to the national champs in Australia level and beyond. From that, the friends you make and the contacts you made, and you see more and more. So I had the great fortune of being able to take on the Port Macquarie franchise on the mid-north coast of East Coast New South Wales in Australia, and now also the Tweed region, which kind of straddles the border up to the southern part of the Gold Coast and down into the Tweed. So it's great to be able to be involved in the game in many facets. Certainly recommend anybody keen to get involved. It's the best format of cricket there is.
Well, delicately played from Vinit. And yes, the Tweed, obviously, for those of you who don't know the Australian geography, it's right on the border of the Gold Coast, so maybe we'll get a few Tweed teams entering the World Champs.
Definitely like to see a few local teams. It's a huge region there, cricketing region across the Gold Coast and down into the top half of New South Wales. So You'd love to see a few of those teams put in because there's some very, very handy cricketers there. Of course, tradies you can't trust from up on the Gold Coast. They've been a very strong campaigner team for many years in Australia, won many, many national titles and other local titles. So you'd love to see them put a team in as the home boys. But right up and down that east coast, you'd like to see a few Sydney teams as well. It's a nice easy flight from Sydney up to the Gold Coast, even Melbourne. So hopefully there'll be a lot of interest from the best teams in Australia, as well as all the global superstars coming in.
I'm sure Manoj will be, that's one probably area on these bucket list that hasn't been ticked off. So Manoj, the captain of the England Lions, I'm sure he'll be trying to approach one of his 37 teams to see if they want to go to Australia.
He's quite crafty too, Manoj. He bought me a drink last night and then asked what my house was like on the Gold Coast and if there was enough room for a team in December. I said I'd get back to him.
Manoj was watching his players closely last night at the karaoke, and it wasn't because he was interested in their singing ability. I think he was watching the clock at the same time.
Yes. Always got to have one eye on your game the next day.
As the skipper, you probably have to have two, because some of them have none.
13 overs gone.
So Van der Linde will be coming in to bowl his final over here. It's gone for 25 from 3. Just the 5 bowlers used so far. Sam Mughal was a bit expensive in his one, so going to be interesting to see who bowls those 3 overs. Will it be McGrail, will it be Manoj, or will it be Lee Neslin? Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Opens the hand. Manoj comes around, does well, gets his body behind it. Huge arm. A stand in there from Manoj as well.
Great fielding from the veteran.
So Kulkarni's going well, yeah. Elegant player. Beneath, they're going to get 2. Yeah, it's great batting from the Indians. This could be over. There's no one backing up. Safe for Blake, but one short. So
Cardinal sin.
Nothing worse there. They've just used up a lot of energy to get the one short. And well, good change up from Blake. Experienced campaigner realises that the wicket has got a bit of invariable bounce, so he's just rolled his fingers under that.
But these 2 batsmen, Vineet and Kulkarni, they're building nicely. Both with plenty of time to get their 50s. And then bring in some of the big hitters that India do have in that lower order.
Vineet's coming. Jeez, he's a fit guy. Yeah, Vineet. There's 2 more. But this is textbook cricket here from the Indians. Big boundary. Not going to be easy to hit boundaries, so you've got to take those 2s.
Yeah, play to the gaps. 2 for 91 after their 14 overs.
And these 2 batsmen complement each other well, because they both are not the type of guys that are clearing the ropes that often, so they rely on being able to play good cricket shots and run in hard. So it's a good matchup to have them here together.
Both have had exactly the same kind of start to that innings, building slowly, run a ball, and now they're accelerating past it, as he said. So Vineet on 39 off 31 now. You got to think he'll push ahead to his 50. You can see a couple of the bigger swingers in the India lineup starting to warm the shoulders up. So they're obviously expecting Vineet to get to that 50.
Well, I'm just very interested here in the England's approach to this attack. Yeah, they're getting to the 6 overs to go, and the 5th bowler's only bowled 1 over. So if India can take it deep, which they are, they will have some ability to target 3 overs of the fifth bowl in the last 5. So that either could prove costly for England or could be something that works in their favour. Time will tell.
Easy single out to cover there.
You just look at that timeline, Alex. 1.121.221. There's not a lot of boundaries, so England will feel they're holding the game, but I feel that India will also be happy that they've got the ability now in these last 3 overs to target the fifth bowl and take a few more chances. They're not going to get bowled out. So 150 still, 140, 150 is definitely on here.
And that's the benefit of keeping wickets in the shed, isn't it? Hopefully these two push on to their 50 and then let that middle lower order have a go.
India don't have too many seamers in their attack, pretty much all spin.
Which can work on this deck.
Yeah, could work, yes.
Yeah, particularly with the long straight boundaries.
Shouts of 2 early. Van der Linde comes off the ropes hard. Good awareness from Blake. So Trivedi been the pick of the bowler so far for England. He's taken the wicket up front of Koda, and he's just gone for 15 runs from his first 14 deliveries. And Van der Linde's going to have to work hard to stop it too, but Van Neet's quick between the wickets.
That's good arm.
And this is something that 33 degrees in Barbados is not what everyone had in mind.
No.
Stopping 2s, running 2s.
There's a lot of running out there. A few of the Aussie boys earlier had the GPS trackers on. And they said
GPS trackers?
to see how far they were running out there, and some of them with quite long LMS careers have only ever run about 2.5k in a game, and it was 3.5k's from some of them today. So
Oh, really?
in this heat, on this hard field, it's certainly a slog.
That's actually a great thing we should maybe start tracking.
Add it to the LMS stats.
Maybe give you an extra point if you do 5 kilometres.
Certainly sometimes for my home team, the Goffs, I plonk myself at first slip for 20 overs, so I'd possibly go a few games where I don't crack 200 metres.
Okay, the man of the moment, Manoj Oswal. He backs himself, does Manoj. Fierce competitor on the field. Alexa, Manoj has taken the pace off. It's realising that the batsmen are looking to go down the ground, not behind squares much.
Ooh, another dot. Too quick for him, that one. It's been a good over.
So we're wondering who is going to be bowling at the back end here, and the skipper, he had it all covered. It's gone just for 1 run so far off his 4 deliveries, and this is turning the game England's way. Yeah, still a long way to go, but England will be feeling good about their position now.
That's the great over.
Again, the field that's done well there, no 2.
Yeah, 2 runs off and over at this stage of the game is very, very valuable. 2 for 102 now, India, off 16 overs. You've got to think Manoj will bowl himself another 1 or 2 with 4 overs to go.
Well, Miguel now is into the attack. So he's bowled the 1 over for 2. So maybe Manoj is just going to give himself one. Well, I think he'll definitely only give himself one over there. So I think this is the over India should be targeting here, Alex. This is the one I think that they need to try and put pressure on Miguel. He went for 11 in his first over. They need a boundary.
Oh, stayed very low. A little bit of turn there too, but no ball. Front foot, no ball. I haven't run, but it must have been a front foot, no ball there. Rare to see that from a spinner.
Yeah, it's not something that you see spinners do too often, but don't want to be that guy saying spinners should never do that, because you hear all the commentators say it.
Well, I think if Nathan Lyon can take 500 Test wickets and never bowl a no ball, spinners should be able to keep behind the line. It's a captain killer.
They're born. There should be 2.
Kulkarni moving on to 33.
See, this is the stage of the game where they might want someone with a bit more brute force. Both these batsmen are slightly built in it. They're not able to generate the power at the moment that they need in. They're very good against the newer hard ball by noodling the ball into the gaps and running hard. It's one of those ones, do you stick to your game plan and stick to the 2s, or do you try and clear the ropes?
Sure. Let's work that one away nicely, but as usual, only a single out there to Big Lee.
Just bowling that one into the keeper. Maybe a hint to the captain that he's looking for a bowl. There we go, airborne. There we go, that's clever batting there. Just tucks inside the line. That wasn't a good delivery there from Sandu Miguel. Though. Just set up, didn't it, Alex?
Bit of a half tracker. I think this is the second 6 of the innings. Hasn't been many. Kulkarni taking full advantage there. He moves on to 40 off 30. So Vineet on 45. So it's a race to 50 now.
It's gone again.
Oh, and that's 4. Let's follow the half tracker up with a fully.
That got what it deserved. I think that it was a full toss, and that completes Miguel's second over. Been fairly expensive there, 25 from his 2. And just the over, just as we were saying, they're struggling to get the boundary. 10 has changed the complex of this game here.
Certainly has. So Manoj brings himself straight back in for a second over.
You just look at the timeline there. It was 1.1, then a no ball, released the pressure, 2-1-1-6-4. So India will feel that they've got some momentum now. Bit of confidence will be coming back. He's just chipped that out into mid-wicket. And Manoj continues to impress you with the ball.
Yeah, he does. 8 and over from here for India. We'll get them to that 140 we've been talking about. So surely you've got to think that's going to be their target.
Yeah.
Get these 2 men in the sheds possibly and bring out some big hitters.
And Alex, you've seen Manoj bowl 2 overs here. He's gone quite well. As the captain, your 2 opening bowlers have only bowled 3 overs each. Do you think they're going to be bowling the penultimate and final overs, or do you think Manoj is thinking of giving himself one of those last 2?
I think as captain you've always got to think you deserve another over. But no, he's been very tight here, apart from that wideness then. he's straight back on it, just another single. So I think current form, I'd go one more again for myself.
He's just taking the pace off it, so maybe with these two guys at the crease, I agree with you. I'd maybe be tempted to give Manoj another over, but maybe if they take a wicket here, you go back to your two left-hand crickets.
The lefts. Yeah, definitely. New batsman coming to the crease on this pitch. Get those left arm quick seamers back in. Full toss. That's going for one bounce, 4, and that's 50 for Vineet. 50 off 39 balls from the opener.
That's a great knock, actually. That's a decent strike rate. We're talking about it walking around the field earlier, and I think 50 of 38 balls isn't bad in these conditions, especially as the opener, where you've got to protect your wicket up front.
Definitely.
And give the guys a platform. We've seen a lot of teams getting off to bad starts, and if he got out early, I don't think India would even got to 120. So that's a good knock. 50 of 39. In these conditions, nothing wrong with that strike rate of 128.
Definitely not. He saw off the good openers at the start as well, so he's played a great knock there for his team. And Hitesh Chowdhury coming to the crease now for India. I'm sure he's been tasked with clearing the rope a couple of times.
He was part of the hat-trick yesterday, and I think you know well what it feels like to get a first ball, so you don't want to repeat it in the second. And so, do you think he goes hard first ball here, or does he? Does he?
Well, it's a team game, so you've got to play what the match situation is. But he might just take that little single to get off the mark. Great second over from Manoj. None for 8 off his 2. He's got to have another one in these last 2, you'd think, for the power play.
So they've gone here for, I think it's going to be Trivedi coming back for the penultimate. I think he has been the pick of the bowlers. And quite a big moment here, because India has still got opportunity to get 150. England will be hoping it's 140 or 140, less than 140. Huge 2 overs here. Evenly poised. Should be caught and bowled. Oh, double play. He's thrown it to the wrong end.
He's thrown it to the wrong end. Oh, can you believe it? Big opportunity there. But that's the end of Kulkarni for 45. Off 33 balls. That's still been a valuable knock. He was trying to finish it there in one blow. Good piece of fielding from the bowler off his own bowling to take the catch, but then he just got a bit excited and whipped it into the keeper instead of going for the double play.
So I think both captains will be feeling fairly happy with where they are.
Yeah, evenly poised, as you said. You push past that 130, 135 mark, and it's anyone's game. But India would certainly like to, push well above 140 if they can here in this last 9 balls.
Good running, yep. Indians have run well between the wickets here.
That's one benefit of the 2 retirements. You've got some fresh legs out there, both
Yes, that's right. Good running from Hitesh Chowdhury. The new batsman is Amit Kapoor. 200% strike rate, 2 from 1.
Very nice shot.
Chowdhury goes hard again for the first one. Pushing Blake. Blake goes to the keeper's end. That's a long throw from out there.
A lot of intent. That was well played, and straight away he took off. He wanted to.
And Chowdhury keeps his 200% strike rate, so 4 from 2. I think we're going to see it. 2.
It is smart cricket. It's proper technical cricket. He's not taking any risks, but
Yeah,
still going to a ball.
You know, it might look more impressive going ... 6
Yes.
or 6 ...
It's true.
But he's got 6 without taking a risk, and it's good percentage cricket.
Certainly is. 1 ball to go on this over. Pretty good over from Trivedi.
2-2 again.
That's definitely a 2.
It's great cricket from India here. Just shows that you can still. He's come into bat after both opening batsmen or both batsmen have left the crease, and he's just kept the momentum going.
Certainly has. 3 for 133 now, India. 1 over to go. A home run here would also make a huge difference to their total. Captain Manoj hasn't gone back to himself as the most economical bowler so far. He's gone back to the opener, Watson. Number 15 off 3 was also a very handy opening spell.
This is going to be set for a perfect run chase for the neutrals here, Alex. I can't pick a winner from here. I think this is so evenly poised.
Oh, Dot's very handy at that point. I'll have to check the Pool 1 standings to see what's most beneficial for Oz Gold before I really support in this second innings.
Well done from Van der Linde. Just keeps it down to 1. So Chowdhury will be desperate to get one out of the middle. He's also flown from Noida to be here. Oh,
Got him up. Smart play from him. He wanted to keep himself on strike for the home run ball.
so good over here from the opener Watson. Really good. So this over's definitely been in England's favour so far. I say so far because we know what can happen of this last delivery. And that's perfect. You're not going to hit that one out the ground, are you, Alex?
That's the perfect ball. If you're captain, that's what you want from your bowler in that final over. Unplayable, right up in the block hole. 135. As you said at the start of the call, that's enough on the board to have a crack if you bowl well. So it's very, very evenly poised.
Alex, it was great to have you in the commentary box. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you hopefully on the field in one of the matches late in the tournament.
Sounds good, Wayne. Thank you very much.
Welcome back here. Run chase underway. Good start there from Simon to San Miguel. Punches a single out. And Lomas taking guard now. Again, a steady push for one. Maybe looking for two. Probably take him next time, I think. Sarjafari, a little bit slow to come in. Going whacked over the fielder's head. Bouncing away. So 4 runs, good start here for England Lions. Oh, it's a straight up though. Don't think the fielder's going to get there. He doesn't. Sweep shot, down leg though. Tidy start there from Kaleem Mahmood, just the one boundary, so finishes 7 to his figures, and it's 8 for naught after 1. England just interesting to see how they approach this chase. 1-3-7 to win. Shivaka Dawn out. This is medium paces. 2 off the first. A good running there. Ooh, forward defence. That's good bowling by Shiva. Got to keep it full on this wicket, outside off. Make the batsman hit the ball. Any width, anything short. Been getting punished, but keeping it full, going wicket to wicket. 4th stump. It's been the go-to for most of the guys today. Inside edge. Inside edge. Good appeal though. Wide that one. Hit into the gap, but Fiddy out there does well. Like these tactics from the overthrows. Bit slack, but just saying I like the tactics, keeping the cover man up a little, trying to cut down the 1s and 2s. Sloppy though. Overthrow is not what they need. One's very wide. It's lucky even bouncing the wicket there. No offence to Shiva. He's better than that though. Pulled into the gap. Fielder coming in hard though and just keeps it to 1, so well done. I think that's Jagadish there. Another over done. Kaleem Mahmood's going to be the new bowler here. Mahmood again. This one's run away nicely by Lomas. Just P1 though. Just need to get that a bit finer to get to. Mahmood now around the wicket to the left-hander. Just shaping it into the righty, so should shape it away from the lefties here. A little bit inside there from Simon. Oh, bowled by Mahmood there. Hitting nice areas here. And one's a slow one, tossed up. They're looking for 2. Good work there by Shiva. Keeps to 1. Nice hit, great hit there from Sam Miguel. Coming and joining me here in the commentary box. Did you like that shot, Jags?
Yeah, I love it.
Jagadish here, good effort in the outfield but couldn't quite cut it off. It's a good shot from Simon to Sam Miguel, 4 runs. Change of bowler now. It looks like this is Maya Kulkarni, Amit Kapoor bowling. Maya started heading in, but now he's heading out to the deep. They're swapping keepers now. Interesting. I think Shiva. I think it's Shiva. He's just bowled the 1 over. Now he's going to take the gloves. Hitesh Chowdhury heading out to long off. Amit now heading in for his first delivery. Medium pace, just shaping it in. Clipped out to leg by Lomas. Saad Jafari cuts it off. Nice hit there from De San Miguel. Skippy across the Tesh, can't cut it off. Simon De San Miguel's hitting that clean as a whistle. Ooh. Playing a miss. Good comeback there from Amit. It's a nice cool breeze. Picks up here, which is lovely. It's been very warm today. So punched out. Could be two if they run hard. Lomas going danger end. San Miguel though not as quickly out the blocks. And Jagadish was off the boundary very quickly. That one's down leg. Appeal. Optimistic, I think. Sliding well down leg. Always great to see here, but the camaraderie. Rakesh Jampala running, the Australian captain running out the helmet for the Indian wicketkeeper. And he just passed it to Saad Jafari, who's actually the Pakistan captain, but he's helping India out today. So we've got all the countries involved. Fantastic spirit. There's our man Ross Kaywood's here. They've got Jagadish Sabaya off spinner. Oh, it's well bowled. He's quick through the air. San Miguel will be conscious of the footmarks outside his off stump. Sabaya just needs to land it there. See if he can get some grip away. They've got the buckle point in about 20 metres there, which I think is a good move. This is great stuff here from Jags. Big appeal for LBW, must have just been sliding down. Big appeal, just sliding down leg. He chopped away there from Lomas. Just a single, so no harm there. There's always one. Great bowling there from Jags. It's a fantastic over. Just going for the one run, and there's a leg by as well. So 33 for naught here after 5. Required run rate 6.93, going at 6.6 at the moment. I think one of these two needs to look to start being a little bit more aggressive. Amit bowling nicely here, just shaping the ball in on the wind. Much turn out there, Jags. Little bit of turn out there for Jagadish. He bowled a very good first over, just a 1 run off it. Nice looking shot there from Lomas into the gap, should be 2. Just getting some ice here to try and cool down our laptop. It's getting a bit hot in this afternoon heat. So 35 for no wicket here after 5.2. I'm joined in the comm box by our man Ross Kaywood. Welcome back, Roscoe. High now from Sir Sam Miguel. Should fall safely though.
Good afternoon, Simon. Really looking forward to this this run chase here by the England Masters Lions. It's a bit of a spicy affair, this one, against the Indian Masters, all to play for. So a pretty steady start here. I know Simon Sandon Miguel has cracked a few boundaries down the ground. Quality player.
Hit it very sweetly, Ross. We haven't seen many flat shots hit down the ground, so it's been fantastic.
So 38 for noughts after 6. The math says 99 off 70 balls.
Yeah, a little bit behind the rate at the moment. I feel one of these two's got to try and put the foot down when they're hitting. Maybe Lomas hitting with the breeze to the leg side. The breeze has just kind of died off a little though, hasn't it, Ross? Nowhere near as strong as it was earlier. That one's out towards Sar Jafari, and he does well.
Oh.
Bit of confusion between the two batsmen, but no harm.
So Manoj is the next man in, followed by Blake van der Linde for the England Masters Lions. That's a good looking shot.
Gee, that's a nice shot from him.
Nicely, yeah.
That's going to be 4. Great shot there.
Jeez, shot.
Over extra cover, absolutely textbook.
Inside out. Great shot there by Simon. Looks in ominous form, does he?
Hit it beautifully. So now 43 for no wicket after 6.2.
It's well bowled.
Tell you what, Jagadish Sabaya, I know he's just been hit for a 4, but he's bowled very nicely so far. You see,
Bowls a skiddy delivery off a short run up, not even if you call that a run up.
it's just a delivery stride, really.
Yeah.
It's bowled nicely. See a couple of the rest of the world guys starting to warm up, Ross. Big game next.
Big game against Australia Green. We unfortunately lost the toss, so we're going to have to bowl first.
Okay. Might not be the worst thing though. Try and restrict them to a low total and then get your main batsman, Grieve, to just balance the run chase. He's always good at that.
Absolutely. So 7 overs complete. The score is 46 for nought. 91 off 65 is the maths here. Sun's belting down here in beautiful Barbados.
Yeah, it's beautiful weather here. Looks like it's going to be Amit Kapoor to continue here. Lomas and Sam Miguel just taking on a little bit of water. Don't know if there's lots of water went out, so I think maybe a little message out there as well, Ross. This one's chopped. Amit does well. Dot ball.
It's gone up in the air. It's going to fall safe. Top edge there by Simon.
It's twice he's chipped it up there. Nice approach shot, about 50 yards there.
Little sandwich.
Yeah. This one's clipped square. Should just be one. Just saying before, Ross, how good it's been to see all the teams coming together. Plenty of guys in here watching, and Rakesh Jampala, the Aussie skipper, was just running out a helmet for the Indian wicketkeeper, and Sarja Fari, the Pakistan captains, are fielding for India at the moment.
Absolutely
awesome.
Yeah. The camaraderie that these teams create is
This is
amazing.
in the gap. I think England are just leaving a couple of runs out there at the moment. I know it's hot, but you've got to work hard out there, take every run and offer. 88 or 87 needed now from 60. Sorry, 88 from 61 it is. Last ball of this over. Punched out to long on.
So 50 for nought after 8 overs. Simons, San Miguel, 24 of 18. Aaron Lomas, 25 of 24.
So Hitesh Chowdhury now, another off spinner. And if I'm England now, this is who I'm going for. The fifth bowler, Ross. Off spinner, hitting to the short side. He's not as quick through the air as Jags. I think Lomas has got to take a gamble here, roll the dice. He's 25 off 24. He's been out there for a while.
Yep. Square leg is pretty straight. Bit of a gap in Cal corner. Has been moved around.
There's a huge gap, square of the wicket. Just aim for the pavilion. We're just moving, closing it a little now, but still fairly short. Long on, deep mid wicket, deep square. Nice sweep shot behind square, so plenty of work to do there for the fielder. Be easy too. Oh, that was
Miss that.
just a little bit of turn there.
Yeah.
Little puff of dust.
How do you reckon Simon's going to play this? This is turning away from him, which is always tricky.
Same thing as a big gap square of the wicket. He's played a beautiful shot over cover before, so maybe he'll look to do that again if he gets it full and outside off. Don't know if he's got a reverse sweep in him. Or just leave the wides.
Yep.
It's another tactic. A little bit wide there from Hitesh. I think he's trying to keep it out of Simon's arc.
That's a good shot there.
That should be for us. Sarjafari coming around but not getting there.
Good timing there by Simon, just leant on it. Placed it nicely in the gap. So it's 4 more to the England Lions.
58 for no wicket in the 9th. So head of umpires, Sheena coming round. Get some new balls for the next game.
Oh, it's a big shot. Oh, he's missed the straight one.
It's a double-edged sword there, keeping it full, inviting the slog sweep, but if you don't hit, it's always going to be problems.
Yeah, Mahesh has thrown it up there. Enticed the full stroke.
It's good bowling there from Mitesh, really good. Keeping it full.
So the England Lions lose their first wicket. Next in is the captain, Manoj Oswal. Comes with a huge reputation.
Yeah, he's going to look to be aggressive here. They need to try and get themselves up ahead of the rate, I think. It gets harder from the other end, hitting into the wind. India will probably look to take the pace off the ball a lot in this back 10. The manager's got to try and get going quickly. Make the most of this last 6 deliveries, hitting with the breeze here. They don't want to get themselves in too much of a hole. They just probably leaked a few too many in the back end of their innings.
So the England Lions captain is going to look to put his mark on the tournament here. Always good to get the first win under the belt early on, so a big knock required here from him.
See the Spin King buckle coming around for a little bit of a warm-up ahead of the next game. Shot by Manoj.
Off the mark straight away. Punches it out to extra cover for a single.
Thankfully that breeze is back, Ross. It's getting very still and muggy for a while there.
So 59 for 1 after 9. 1 away from the switch.
Yeah, now it's going to be Saad Jafari to bowl. England Lions player and LMS Tours legend Lee Nestling just coming around the boundary.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, that's so close to knocking Manoj over there.
Yeah. Chucked it up there. Trying to get it above the batter's eye line.
Yeah, as we mentioned, I think now's the time to go. It's the 10th over, hitting with the wind now. You've got to look to target the spin. Hitting into the breeze is a lot more difficult.
So 2 dots here.
Thought Assad was an off spinner. That one's gone the other way there. Variations, carom ball maybe.
Yep. Oof, Nod's gone for the big.
Like come off the back of the bat.
Yeah.
You got to use all the bits of the wood, I guess.
No, it's a bite.
There's a bye, must come off the keeper. Sweep shot there from Lomas behind square. Work to be done out there. Does it well. Now come back for 2. It's good running. Or it could be a third there if they want it. No harm though. Good backing up there from Vineet. In off the boundary quickly. Vineet Vora. Well bowled there from Saad. Definitely bowling leggies there.
Yeah. So great over there. So 10 overs. Switch of end 63 for 1. Lomas 31 of 28. Manoj yet to really get going. 1 of 4.
Yeah, 74 needed. So they're not. It's not dire straits yet, but I just feel they need it. They need over of 10-15. Just try and get a boost. We've got a few more batsmen to come, so Blake Funderlin hits the ball hard. Maybe that's what they wanted. It's probably the right call, to be honest, getting Blake the lefty hitting this side now. So I think they've probably got that one right. I think about it properly. We've got, I wonder if Shamil is a lefty as well. He bowled. Who else was a left arm spinner there? A left arm seamer. Kavan
and
Aaron Watson.
Yeah.
Are they lefties, you think? Or
I'm not sure. I haven't seen any of them bat before.
if they are, then they have definitely a chance there. The guys will be hitting with the wind, the left-handers. We're not entirely sure, so we'll have to wait and see. Spun round now.
So they've used 6 bowlers.
Yeah. Everyone getting a go. Just Vineet Vora also bowls a bit of off spin. He's not bowled yet. And Maya Kulkarni's not bowled either, the skipper. Hitesh Chowdhury. Off spin, a ball in hand now. Aaron Lomas ready to rumble.
I think he's got to try and get himself to 50 here.
Yeah, I think so. If you can get to 50 and 35, well, maybe not 35, but 40 balls, and it's not too bad.
I think the Indian team will be happy with all these singles.
Yeah, definitely. Just need to reduce the boundaries now. No wides.
Full toss, slapped away.
Jafari after it, but I think it's going to beat him, and it will, to 4 runs.
Shot by Manoj. Welcome release of pressure that.
Yeah, full toss is not what you want. Got to use this surface to your liking. Ball's going to bowl into it. Try and turn it. Was well bowled, that one. Ross Cable just stepping away to start prepping himself for his big match against Australia Green coming up next. Bit of turn there from Hitesh, well bowled. Manoj down the wicket. Under edge though. So leg spinner, Jafari back on now. Through the keeper there. get the bite. So 69 for 1. 12th over here. England need a boundary. Side's bowling nicely though. And slapped out. Not timed super well though to long off. Lomas going for the sweep there. No connection though. The man Ross is back. Lomas chips this into the gap. Should be 2.
Definitely 2.
Manoj going hard. He'll come back. Little fumble by Vineet, so they'll get home comfortably. Nasty cutaway. Could be another 2. No, fielder as well. Cuts the angle down. Oh, they're coming back. Good running. Great running by England Lions.
So 74 for 1 after 12. 63 or 40. It's going to be an exciting finish, one feels. A lot of pride to play for here.
Yeah, big time, Ross.
India, England's always a big fixture in any calendar year.
Yeah, one of the bigger ones.
Hopefully the BCCI are watching in on this clash.
We can only hope. Maybe focused on the actual Indian team at the moment, as they're dominating England in the Test series over there.
Definitely needed a few boundaries here to the England guys, just to take a bit of pressure off. Don't want to leave too much in the last 5 or so overs to do. Shot there by Aaron Lomas, cuts away. That's good running. They'll get back for 2. I think 2s are the key here. They're not going to get boundaries, you need 2s just to keep within the run rate. So Manoj has been run out to the non-striker's end. Aaron Lomas is headed straight back to the bowler. Manoj was following up, backing up too far, and the keeper and the bowler's just taken the bails off.
You've got to add positive intent for the running. It's just unlucky there for Manoj, but bringing in the big hitting Blake Van Linden now, so it's not all bad news. No, Manoj will be disappointed in the team. Also will be, but if Blake hits a few boundaries, you never know, Ross. You can get them to chase this quite comfortably.
This sort of scenario does suit Blake's game plan. He's a positive player. He'll look to get himself in quickly and then start rotating the strike, and any bad ball he's going to deal with.
He's at the right end now, hitting with the breeze to the left-hand side. So to the leg side. Right-hand side of screen as you look at it now. It's a little bit more difficult for Lomas, hitting into the wind.
Oh, it's well bowled. Aaron Lomas just getting a bit of bats on it, prodding it down to short square leg for a single. So that's the end of the over. 78 for 2 after 13. Required rate now 59 runs from 35 balls.
Seven overs left here. The Pervenaire being put through his paces by his trainer Max there.
Okay, Abhishek Sharma into his third over. Been pretty tight, just 8 from his first 2. Okay, so Blake van der Linde on strike.
Suits here, Blake the lefty trying to hit the leg spinner with the wind. And Brightly putting the man from back on the leg side, so 3 guys back on leg. I think they can probably get the long off much straighter as well and move the long on a little bit wider to try and cover 2 positions there. Blake's a good sweeper, a slog sweeper of the ball. Yeah, moving all those guys now. Blake down the wicket.
Down the wicket, trying to nullify any spin. I think it's a good tactic. Putting the ball under pressure.
Yeah, I think so. On 2 counts, if he can get Saad to keep tossing him up, he can whack one, or if Saad pulls his length back, he might sit up and he can cleave it to the leg side. Saad's taking one on the hand here. Hurt him a little bit. I think he'll be okay though, just wringing out his hand. Just a little bit of spray perhaps being run out here for Saad. Just taking one on the palm of the hand.
Good old magic spray.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. We're back underway. Alright, what's a little bit more on the back as well. Don't know if I'll be getting magic spray, numbing spray on my bowling hand. Can't feel the ball. We never know. We might see a drag down or a full toss here.
Okay, so we're back.
Down leg.
Okay, so that's Blake off the mark.
Yeah, it's good from Blake though. Good thinking. He's used his feet, so Saad now pulling his length back and he's going to turn and slide down leg. The 3 runs. And now he does get it again. Little bat on this. Running away, it's at least 2.
Here's a strong sweep of the ball. Is Blake very strong on his legs. If he gets himself in here, could see a few boundaries here from the big man.
Bit of turn there. Should be 2 again here if they want it. Blake in and out. Yep. Good running.
Very good running that.
Could be a third. No, it's going to bounce back to the bowler. Lomas will be blowing.
So '86 from 4 after 14 is the score, I believe. No. Can't switch.
Oh, what a
Blake
shot!
van der Linde. Got the reverse hit. What a shot!
Tell you what, that's risky as well against the spin.
Yeah, unbelievable scenes here at the Desmond Haynes Oval from Blake van der Linde.
Against the turn. That's a great shot from Blake.
Tell you what, that's going to definitely make the highlight reels tonight. The whole of Rains Park watching him bat. The whole of his team, Fig Jam, captained by the one and only Eugene Berger. He's been watching all week.
Spare ball. Where's the spare ball? On to bowl now.
Okay, what is the mess? 49 from 30. Blake van der Linde, 9 off 5. Aaron Lomas, 40 off 38. So he's nearing his 50. Sweep again. Running the first one hard. It's very good running there from the 2 England batsmen. He's given him.
Direct hit. Wow.
Direct hit. Oh my word. Not sure if he slid his bats in or put his bat down, but at the end of the day for Aaron Lomas, the dreaded finger raised by Hitesh at square leg. I think 2 was on there, so I don't think it was a bad call. So well batted to Aaron Lomas. Unfortunate way to get out. So the new man in is Shamil Sheikh, the new Chelmsford LMS franchise owner. Great to have him involved now. So crucial part of the game here, of the innings for the England Lions. Oh, he's bowled him. He's gone back to 1. He's just skidded on, played all around it. And that's the end of the day for Shamil. First ball duck. Failed to trouble the scorers. So it's all happening here at the Desmond Haynes Oval. England in a spot to bother now. So it looks like the new man in is Aaron Watson. So these two experienced campaigners play a lot of LMS together, play a lot of indoor together. they'll know exactly what's required. So it's 48 from 28. Blake van der Linde has got to be the key here. He's got to be there at the end if England are going to get home yet. That's well bowled there by Hitesh Chaudhary. It's been a fantastic spell. 19 have gone off his 3.3 overs. He's picked up 2 crucial wickets. Then he just loses action there. It's wide. Big shot there, LBW. Yes, no, wait. Good call there by Blake. A big shot of no. So the England batsmen just looking a bit nervous here. But a few wickets have set a cats amongst the pigeons.
Yeah, that happens, Ross. Couple of wickets and all of a sudden very nervous. 4 down now.
It's wide. That's the end of the over. So 94 after 15, which means the maths now is 43 of 25. So England very much in this. 2 very capable players at the crease here. One Blake van der Linde and Aaron Watson.
We'll let Ross Kaywood head off now to get changed for his big game coming up. So we'll see you later, Ross. Good luck, pal.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll just have to. So Jagadish back on now. Ooh, chop down again. Watson just struggling to get away here. This game heating up here. So bye there to the keeper. So 108 for 4 now, 29 needed, 16 balls left. It's hotting up here. It's good bowling there. Great work here from Maya Kulkarni, the skipper. Exactly what's needed here. He's keeping out wide. 3 overs left here. So stump, big wicket there. Blake Van Linden down the track. Turning away, he misses out. He's been stumped. A huge moment in the game. The number 7 batsman coming in now. Kavan Trivedi bowled nicely. Looks like another lefty. England will be hoping that he is hitting to the shorter side, but Jagadish bowling beautifully, and it's a good matchup. The off spinner against the left-hander, so it's evenly poised here. Trivedi needs to get going. Great bowling here from Jagadish Sabia. Superb stuff. Hit into the gap, there should be at least 2. Vineet comes round quickly, could go through if they wanted on the underarm, but no. So 113 for 5 here, last ball of the 18th, 24 needed, 11 balls remaining. Tossed up, oh, and misses out. That was the one to go. It'll skip down, get it on the full. So good bowling. 18 overs gone. 113 on the board. 24 needed, last 2. Who's they going to bowl here? They've got... It might be Vineet Vora. Oh no, they're going to go... It's going to be Saad Jafari, the leg spinner. Risky, the leggy, bowling at the death here. Left-handers out there. So hitting with the spin, with the wind. Oh, what a bowl an off spinner here if they have got one. Maybe they don't have one left. Kulkarni could have bowled another over. But anyway, they've gone Jafari. Oh, he starts well. Dot ball. He's happy. 24 from 9 now. England Lions under pressure. Single. Sticking to 1. Trivedi now on strike. He's going to have to do the power hitting, I think. Watson's not quite getting it cleanly. Trivedi looks like he might try and slog sweep anything outside his eye line. Goes that way, not cleanly though. And dot ball. Good work, Jafari. It's bowled him! Well bowled. Jafari knocks over Kavan Trivedi. And now we've got Lee Nestling coming out to bat, the number 8. A lot resting on his shoulders here. Wife Kerry's just giving him a big come on, Lee. So hopefully he can clean a couple here. He's got to hit a couple cleanly. .23 needed from 6. What an over this from Jafari. Nesting on strike. Here he is, Jafari. First ball, yorked him. Unfortunate for Lee. Had big hopes for him there. He was going to whack one. Shame. The final wicket now. Aaron Watson on strike. And that was the over. So last over now. Aaron Watson. Last over. It's going to be Kaleem Mahmood to bowl it. Right arm over. Down leg. Not the start they wanted. It's hit nicely by Watson to the fielder. Well done out there though. He's coming back for 2, putting in the big ones and makes it. So that's good work. .20 needed there, 4 balls left. Aaron Watson on strike, 18 off 18. This one's out. Is he going to go again? No. Probably the right call. 20 from 3. He needs 8 off the next 2 to be a shot with the home run. So needing 2 4s here. At least. Gonna need the home run anyway. Oh, and a miss. Could be buys though. Doesn't take it. Oh, if he take it. Oh no, probably didn't roll far enough. So all Mahmood needs to do is just bowl it on the stumps here. Or Amit Kapoor, sorry, is bowling, not Mahmood. Amit Kapoor just keeps it straight. No balls, no wides. India going to get a win in the column. And he's bowled him. That's all he needs to do. Full and straight. Knocks him over. Unfortunately, England Lions, they were going so nicely in this chase, haven't been able to get over the line, falling short by 20 in the end. Good tactics there from India. They knew how to bowl on these surfaces. Took the pace off, made the guys hit into the wind. Bit of turn on off out of the rough. And India, they're off the mark here. They had a close game yesterday. And they get the victory today. It's unfortunate there for England. They look a bit disconsolate. They need to rally round. I'm sure they'll bounce back. Got some LMS legends in their midst who lost a few games, no doubt. Probably one more than they lost, but everyone's lost a few games. They can bounce back strong here. So I'm going to leave you now. We're going to be back hopefully very shortly with the final match of the day. Australia Green taking on the rest of the world. So we'll be back in a tick.